Hi and welcome to Mix Easy Eats. Today we'll be making these spicy stuffed capsicums. Let's get into it. So I'll be using 4 capsicums and you want to make sure they're a similar size. As you can see, I kind of failed on one of those, but that's all I had, so it is what it is. Anyway, so we start by taking the top off the capsicum. And then cut the little ribs around the placenta there. And pull that out. Then we can go in there and break away the ribs, get the seeds out and stuff. You want as much room in there as possible for the stuffing. So there we go. So just go and do the same thing with the other 3. And sometimes get the seeds out, just give it a tap and they'll all come out. And next up we've got half a brown onion. So I'll just go ahead and chop that reasonably fine. Then we can get 5 cloves of garlic. Give them a bit of a crush and then chop them up pretty fine as well. Now here I've got around 200 grams of minced beef. So I'll add some herbs and spices before cooking. And here I've got a pinch of cumin. You don't want any more than a pinch. It's pretty strong stuff. And then come in with about a tablespoon of Italian herbs. Then we've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I was only going to go 1 tablespoon here, but I decided I'll go for 2. And then we've got about a tablespoon of soy sauce. Give that a good mix. Now we can add some chili flakes, and I like quite a lot, so I put a lot in, but put as much in as you think you want. So give that a good mix and then we can get frying. Now as you can tell by the smoke and the bubbling oil straight away, I've got the fry pan far too hot, so you probably want medium heat. So we'll go in with the onions first and get them going, and it doesn't take long at all for me since I've got the heat far too high. So just move them around a bit. I've turned the heat down. In with the garlic now. Get that frying around. And I can tell you it smells pretty good already. And I just turned the temperature down again. So I'm around medium now. And we can go in with the mince. So just move that around. Break up the mince as best you can. You don't want big balls of it. So yeah, mix it through. Keep breaking it up the whole time. Now when the meat's all brown and separated, I turn the heat off at this point and then add in some parsley. You can use fresh parsley too. I use this parsley I grow in the garden. Just grow it in a pot and I dry it myself. Maybe I'll do a video on that one day. Anyway, just give that a good mix in. Get it all combined nicely. Now since I forgot a couple of things, I've turned the temperature back on. And then we can add some good old tomato sauce. You probably want around 2 tablespoons of that. Maybe even 3. And some hot chili sauce. That's optional of course, up to you. So in around a tablespoon there. So once that's all mixed in nicely, we can add some salt. And I'll turn the temperature off here too. So just as much salt as you think you need. I think I used about 2 teaspoons here. Then we can add the cheese. And you want a good handful of cheese here. Or maybe a bit more. And then mix that in. Stir it around, fold it in. You just want it all pretty even. And then it's time to go into the capsicums. So naturally you find a dish the capsicums will fit into without falling over, then off you go. And here I probably should have used a spoon, it would have been a lot easier, but I was trying to save on dishes. and it would have avoided these kind of mishaps. Now I need to make them a little bit more even. I probably could have done that straight away if I'd used a spoon in the first place. So now I've got around a cup of cooked rice, and I'll just fill them up with that, almost to the top. We just got to leave a little bit of room for cheese. So you get all the rice in there. Now you want to push the rice and meat down a little bit, just make sure there's no air pockets in there. And then we can come in with the cheese, fill them all up. I just fill them to the top, even though they will sink a little bit. I'd rather that than have the cheese all run down the side and get messy. Yep, that was my attempt at a glamorous slow motion food shot. Anyway, we're coming now with the chili flakes. And again, that depends how much you want to use. I use a good pinch on each one. Try to get it pretty even. Then after that we can come in with another dose of parsley. And there's not a lot on that, it's probably less than half a teaspoon on each one. It's really just for looks, that bit on top. Then we're ready to go into the oven. They're looking good already, and they're not even cooked. So I go for the middle rack at 180 degrees Celsius, or around 355 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes, or until the capsicums are just tender. And now they're out of the oven and looking good. You can see just how much they do sink in there. Anyway, time to put them on a plate and get into it. And look at that. Gobble, gobble. Anyway, if you found the video helpful, leave a like. That'd be great. Subscribe if you want to see more cooking videos. And thanks for watching.